Evening. It's Move It on Monday, and today we are starting a Grit and Grace series. Now, today I'm going to be working with a mega suite from the mini catalogue. It is one of the bases of this series. We just shut the book and now I can't find it. Right, here it is. It's called Lovely and Beautiful. So this suite has, I'll show you it. It has 2 sets of photopolymer stamps, Simply Beautiful and Beautifully Celebrated. They do tend to look a bit like maybe wedding or anniversary type sentiments, and some nice images. And it also comes with the matching Simply Beautiful and Beautifully Celebrated dies. So this one here, you can create a flower with it, and this one's got some nice what do we call it, emblems, corner patches, some little extra leaf patterns, and it's got one of those nested dies which I like so much. So also in that kit is a, what do they call it, beautifully adorned ephemera pack. So it's got gold, yeah, it's already opened, gold ephemera cutouts. So it's got the beautiful flowers, a few what you call those things, outlines, frames, and a beautiful framing one. So I haven't actually looked at this too well, but you can see it there inside the packet. It also comes with some gold ribbon, white and gold ribbon. It's quite lovely. And go down with my gems. They were sitting right there. There they go. Okay, these are called pearlized faceted circles. So it's got petal pink, calypso coral, sort of I guess I'd call it white, but it's got all very glittery sort of, I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's beautiful. And also it comes with a pack of beautiful DSP, 2 of each sheet. You can see there. Some of it I've used it already. So they have this sort of more plainer side. And, oh actually that is the plainer side. It's on the back of this one. It goes with the other. And the more decorative one. So these are absolutely beautiful. They have gold outlines in it. I'll just show you what's there. I'll bring it down a little bit further so you can have a good look. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. There we go. Just beautiful. You can use with anniversary, or actually I guess that'd be quite good for scrapbooking as well. It's a big pattern. And then if you were doing scrapbooking, then you would tone it down with the plain card underneath. So these are beautiful. You can do a lot with these. So today, actually I'll tell you what colours are in there. So you know, colours you can use. So here we go. So the colours in this set here are Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Petal Pink and Gold. So today I'm just going to concentrate on a very simple card layout. This is entirely from the Lovely and Beautiful suite. Just so you can see what you can do with this, and the templates for these cards are universal. You can do them with any sheets. So I'm using this part of the, see I'm in the right place, this part of the DSP, and I had a little bit of trouble trying to decide what colour I would put, because you know that does have a lot of card colours. So what I did is just put the DSP on top of the different card colours, and I decided which one I would like. Now they all would sort of go alright with that. Actually, that's quite nice. I did try Fresh Freesia, but I felt that the lighter colours didn't do justice to the pattern. That one might be okay, but they're definitely not the Fresh Freesia. I mean, you can use it, but I didn't feel that it was right for what I wanted to do. And I also used the Old Olive. Now in the end I did choose the Old Olive. I could have done it on this one or this one. So they're all perfectly fine. Okay, so I've got my Old Olive already cut up, and it's a very simple template. It's just I cut a card base 14.95, and this, I forget I want to cut this now. It's actually I might have to cut that down. It's 14 by 9.5. Let's see. Not sure if it's gonna. Yeah, I think it might need to be a little bit smaller. Usually I do it in the gradations in sets of 5 millimeters. So I'm just going to check this out. It is right there. So it's 13.9. It's just a teeny weeny bit. Let's see. Here we go. Cut that off. And because I've done the downwards, I've just got a little bit of bruising there, so I'm just going to flatten it out. You could do that with your finger too. All I'm going to do is glue this on. Oops. Voila. Put glue on the back. It's going to be yucky. Okay, and just even it up on here. So it's pretty much the same all the way around, and I've got glue on there as well. I can take that off with my little eraser rubber. Oh, now it's going to be on there. Just put that. Tell you what, I'll put this bit here down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make a sentiment using the green and some gold embossing. So now I've also done another card that's fairly plain. I put a stenciled die cut background on it just to make it a little bit fancy, and I put this sentiment on, but I felt that it was a little bit wide and it took over it. I mean, it's all right if you've got a plain background, but if you've got a colourful background like this, you really want to make the most of that. So let's stamp. So I'm using the Wedding Wishes from the Simply Beautiful set, and I'm going to use our Versamark Tip stamp pad. So the Versamark stamp pad, it stays wet for a little bit longer, so you can get yourself organised to get the gold on your inking. Okay, so you can see it gives an image on there already, and you can actually use that as a standalone stamp on a background. There we go. So I forgot to use my embossing buddy, but never mind. I'm just going to put that in there and get my gold out. Now with this you can just do a plain straight across card piece for your sentiment, or you can cut it out. So sometimes you get a little bit of speckling there if you in the wrong places if you haven't used your Bossy Buddy, but it seems to be right there. So I'm just going to put this back in here. I like to shut up my embossing powder before I do my heat embossing. Oops, everywhere, because you just never know if it's affecting it when it's very close up. Just get rid of that. I'm just sweeping it out with the brush so we don't contaminate any other colours. And I'm going to turn on my heat gun. Just going to heat it up first. There we go. Doesn't take long. I'm going to so as it's heating up, it will start to bubble. And see, it goes all sparkly. So you know you've done it too much if it starts going matte. Alright, this is one of the first things that I really got into stamping with because I just thought it was so beautiful being able to do this. So we'll just wait a few secs so it dries out. And I'm just going to cut it down. If you prefer, you can do fussy cutting around the edge of it. It's quite a skinny sentiment, so I'm not sure whether it's worth doing that. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this down. I think I've got to cut it on a little, just shade too crooked. Alrighty. Yes, I have got it crooked. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Sometimes you do get it a little bit crooked. down a bit too far. But anyway, you get the general idea. And I might just cut it down on this side. No, I haven't got much leeway. There's just a little bit of the H is sticking out, so I don't want to ruin that. And all you need to do is just put it across here. So I'm just going to put that right in the middle there. I've just left a little bit extra so I can center it, and I might just put it up on dimensionals. So I've come to the end of my dimensional sheets. I'm just going to cut them down a bit so you don't waste any of them. Oh yes, I should tell you about the card class I had on Saturday. It was a kit one and it was so much fun. There was a variety of different card kits, and yeah, it actually turned out really well. I was very pleased with it. I want to do the beautiful blues, the birthday, brightest birthday one. That's the one that I did. The garden one and the marine one. They were all very nice. So if you want to go onto my website, you can have a look there. And purchase any of those ones, that'd be cool. If you're a new person to stamping, it could be a good idea. And even if you're not a new person to stamping, it's a good idea. Just so you don't have to think so hard about it. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit wobbly. I probably should have cut the card first. And then I'm just going to trim this down. For a moment then I thought I put it on upside down. Anyway, just going to cut that down a little bit. And I'm going to put a white in it, I think. Yes. Just finish it off, and I will put a little strip of that beautiful paper on it. That one will work. Okay, so just remember it's the last few days of, it's today and tomorrow for the bonus days. So if you're wanting to get onto that, then get on, have a look to see what's available. Have a look in the last chance area. You might find something there that you like, or you might find something from the mini catalogue. What have I done there? Okay. So, and what else? I think the product of the month finishes. Can't see my form right here. I did have it. It might be in my bag. Just concentrate on this. So I'm going to put that on there like that, and then get my see if I've got any scrapey bits here. Well, actually, that's the end of that particular one. Oh no, it's one on the back. Where are we? Opening. Here we go. usually do about a 2 centimetre cutting here. And I'm just going to see how it fits across here. Sometimes I put it underneath, but I think I might put it on top this time because, yeah, what are we measuring? 14 point, my tummy's rumbling, 14.5. That should go along the bottom of the white piece. Do I want to put a sentiment on this? Maybe. So I'm just going to get my silica mat and do gluing because I know how messy I am. The only thing with the kits I'd suggest is make sure that you condition the stamps really well before you use them. Because I found mine were a little bit blotchy, and that conditioning is just getting the manufacturing dressing off the top of the photopolymer stamp. People have different ways of doing it. You can use just your hand, rub your hand over it. You could just use your cleaning mat, clean and dry it. And you just test it out before you try it on your card, otherwise you might waste your lovely work. Alright, so we're nearly finished. And there we go, that's the card we made today. You definitely want to cut it a bit straighter than I did. Another one that I did was reasonably simple, the same manner, and I just used the nesting dies here, the largest one. So I think with weddings and anniversaries, simple is just as good as complicated. Keep it simple. And should I put, I don't know if I need to put anything on this. Maybe not. No, I think I'll keep it just plain and simple like that. And make sure you make it beautiful inside. And I haven't put the stamp on there, so it's got a list to the happy couple. So let's use that one. That's out of the Simply Beautiful set. So sometimes what I do is just rub it on the paper, and so I've used that one before, and I'm going to use Old Olive. Here we go. So I'm going to test it out first, just so I've got a good coverage. Yes, excellent. So you just tap it on your stamp pad like that. Don't squash it down, and just line it up. And probably leave a little space at the bottom for people to write in. And there we go. Beautiful. Alright, so I did show you those other ones. So if you buy from me this month the $40 worth of product, I will send you several card kits that you can use. You can use it with the sets that I've used. You can use it with any set because it's quite universal. And I will include some cutouts with this nesting die. You can, and several different types of cards depending on what you prefer. I will include several of those. So I include the Old Olive, the Petal Pink, and the Calypso Coral background, just in case you would like to try a different one. Okay, and on Wednesday we will look at, I don't think there's any updates at the moment, but we might have the new product of the month out by then, because South Pacific and Australia, New Zealand get that first, because we see the sun first on each day. And I might include a surprise for that day as well. Okay, so good evening, and I'll see you on Wednesday. This will probably be pre-recorded, so enjoy yourself.